What's going on, everybody? Johnny Mason, and it's time for another Money Tip Tuesday. And I was talking with some people this week. The one question that kept coming up was, John, how can I increase my income? What's the number one way of increasing income? And it's very simple. It's becoming an entrepreneur, starting a business. And the interesting part is most of us don't start a business. We don't start a business. We don't get into business for several reasons. Number one, it could be lack of capital. It could be lack of experience. It could be lack of vision, lack of ideas. And one thing I've noticed is a lot of people have a lot of great ideas. We have a lot of great, crazy ideas. We'll drink coffee, get all jacked up on caffeine, boom, idea. The challenge is we lack implementation. We lack follow through. We lack the completion of that idea. And in my opinion, if we decided to find a mentor and find a system, more people would get into business. I was fortunate to find a Patrick David to mentor me and teach me a system. A lot of us have Grant Cardones in our lives. We have Gary Vaynerchuk, Gary V's, crazy V's. We have a lot of these guys in our lives that look after us and teach us systems and mentor us through the process. If I found my mentors when I was 18 versus in my mid-20s, things would be different. And the challenge is we're getting advice when we're taught in our country to do what? Get out of high school, go to college, get the degree, and then we're guaranteed this great job with these great benefits. Somebody lied to us along the way because I'm still trying to be sold on what a great job is. No one's ever going to pay us what we're worth except for us. We can't walk into our job, go to our boss and say, excuse me, Mr. and Mrs. So-and-so, I've been working hard here for XYZ years and here's my production, da-da-da-da-da. I'd like a $2,000 a month raise. They'll look at you, laugh at you, fire you, and bring somebody in to do it for half the price. And that's just where the world's going. I thought coming out of school with my fancy degree, I was going to make more money. You ever think that we came out of school, we're going to start off at a higher income? We thought we'd be making more money. It just never happened. Then we get caught working for the company for 10 years. Throughout our 20s, we're getting a 3% raise, but every time they give us a raise, the gas prices go up the same amount. So we're not getting ahead, we're just breaking even. And there's nothing we can do. Well, we want to start a business, but we're afraid. We don't know what to do. We don't have the capital. I remember coming out of college with my degree. My degree was in international business, which is it's so general. And they even said stay a fifth year and get a master's. In my opinion, what has a 21-year-old kid mastered in 1 year with no real world experience? It's just become a piece of paper. How is college charging us $250 for a textbook when it costs $6 to make? Call me crazy. And we're going to school thinking that our degrees are really going to guarantee us something when everyone's got a degree, everyone's got a master's. No one's special anymore. We all have the same degree, just different schools. And I remember coming out of school, couldn't find a job that was going to pay me what I was worth in my mind. Didn't know what I wanted to do. I just know that I did not want to be stuck behind the desk. I got back into serving. I was a server at Longhorn. I remember the menu: baked potato, sweet potato, french fries, coleslaw, green beans, rice pilaf. What do you guys want on the side? I remember serving. I worked at Fridays for a little bit. TGI Fridays, TGIF, right? Every day is Friday. And I just didn't know what I wanted to do. Luckily I got back into the entertainment business, doing the bar mitzvahs, the weddings, all that kind of cool stuff. And I found the financial business, and I remember grinding it out. I remember starting when the big company was based on the West Coast. I'm the first person on the East Coast. I'm in Florida working at a Starbucks, working at a Panera's, working at a Dunkin' Donuts, any place with a table and a chair. And the clients are asking me, where's my office? And I'm saying, you're in it. If you don't like Starbucks, we'll go to Dunkin' Donuts, whatever you prefer. I remember, and it was a grind. And a lot of people didn't see it. A lot of people didn't understand what was going on. They calling me nuts. And I get it. If you're an entrepreneur, you're going to be a little insane because it's not the norm. They don't teach it. I'm proud that some schools are starting to bring entrepreneurship to schools, but a lot of people that are teaching entrepreneurship aren't even entrepreneurs. So I just remember the grind, and I'm still grinding every day. I'm up early. I didn't get home till 11:30 last night. I had a late night appointment with one of my old fraternity brothers. And what I can say is when you buy someone's advice, you're buying their life. And we're getting a lot of advice from a lot of people that haven't gone through the grind, or they're afraid, they want to protect us. Our parents are looking after us. Our friends and family are typically the most negative in the beginning, but they're the ones that love us the most. It's so contradictory to me. They want us to succeed. They want us to win. They want us to go, but they don't want us to fail. They don't want us to go through the process. They don't want us to go through the pain. They're so protective of who we are. And it actually cripples us by being overly protective. It's weird. It's weird. The people that care about us the most and love us the most are the ones that cripple us the most at the same time. It's so interesting to me. And the advice that we're getting is the advice that we're going to be living. So I look at someone that's been giving me the advice and look at their life 20 years ahead. If that's the life that I want, I'll probably listen to that person. If it's not the life that I want, then I don't want it. Then why would I listen to you? You know, it's so weird today. It's so weird today. However, a lot of us want to increase our income because we have debt problems, we have saving problems, we have income problems. If we make more money, we can save more and pay off our debts faster. The W-2 9 to 5, I just don't see it. I just don't know how that's going to happen. I don't know how we can just walk in and say, give me a raise pit, and it doesn't work. If we want to make more money, we have to become an entrepreneur. We have to start something. We have to create something. Everybody has a job because someone started a business, plain and simple. Well, how do we find a business to run? How do we start a business? We can't just go into business winging it. We're going to fall on our face. Well, number one is suggestion. I would find a mentor. I would find a mentor who is willing to mentor you that has a lifestyle that you want. When I mean mentor, I don't mean a friend. If they are friends, great, but the mentor conversation and friendship conversations are two separate conversations, very different conversations. A mentor is designed to push you, to drive you, to get you where you got to go. It is going to be uncomfortable. When you work out, you got to tear the muscle down to rebuild it. So think about your mentor as your weight. It's tearing the muscle down to rebuild you to be bigger, better, faster, stronger. Second thing is find the system. Because we can, fund a lot of businesses I see, and they're great. I mean, but it's never going to grow past a certain point without a system in place. So we can find a mentor, got it. But now we have to find a system that is duplicatable. Find a system that can be teachable, that's coachable. Find a system that can run with or without us being there. Find a system. And if we find a system, find a mentor, I think more of us would become entrepreneurs, and our income will start going up. And then we have choices. We can stay doing what we're doing and have a part-time business, or if things pop off, we can make the transition and become a full-time entrepreneur. With that being said, I know this was pretty much a longer message than usual, but I wanted to just share some thoughts I had. Maybe I had my own little coffee here this morning, venting a little bit, ranting a little bit. But I think if we all decided to become entrepreneurs, income in our country will start going up. We're going to create more opportunities. We'd even create more jobs where people can start. Number one way of making more money, find the system, find a mentor. Have a great week, everybody. Bye-bye.